Congratulations! You are number 59 out of 70 who have qualified to get access to a private system that generates over $10,000 per day.
I can't believe it. I just made $10,323 in one day.
Holy crap, I just made $11,649 in one day.
I made $9,854 in a single day.
I'm really in shock. That's $12,549.
Forget your day job, trash your alarm clock, because you just won the lottery and you don't even know it. All the rules are about to change and money is about to flow like water. Prepare to see what it feels like to be a millionaire. You are guaranteed to make $500 cash for free when you watch this video until the end. Click away at your own risk. The free money making presentation begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy. Do you know that if you made $10,233 every day, you'd be making $3.73 million per year? Did you know that if you're making $3.73 million per year, you'd have enough money to live here, drive around in this, sail the seas in this, and still have over $500,000 sitting in your bank account or 401k? Now let me ask you, what do you think it'll take to make that $10,233 per day? What would you say? 10 hours worth of work? 5 hours worth of work? 1 hour of work? What if I told you you can do it in 6 easy steps that you can master before this time next week? Would you believe me? Never been done before, you say? Well, strap in because I'm about to prove that not only is it possible, I'm going to do it before your very eyes. Then, if you just follow my simple instructions, you'll know firsthand that it works because you'll have your first $10K in your bank account just sitting pretty thanks to something I call my online business machine. Now, I know how ridiculous it seems to trade 6 simple steps for commissions up to 10 grand. I know no one on the internet has ever claimed to be able to teach anyone how to make 10K in a single day, certainly not in just 6 easy steps. Well, it seemed ridiculous to these folks too, and then it happened.
This is Joey Brown from Bloomington, Minnesota, and here's the update you requested on how I'm doing. Let me tell you how far I've come. 8 months ago, I was being hounded by 2 credit collection agencies at work and home, making me and my wife's lives miserable. I joined my online business machine at that time. Seemed way too good to be true, but it was only 6 easy steps and I figured, what the hell? What happened next blew my mind. Look at this. This is what I earned just last week from following my online business machine. It's just like you promised. Money comes in commissions on $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 at a time. Now I'm making over $90,000 a month. Can you believe that? See this car? My online business machine paid for it. See this boat? My online business machine paid for that too. See this rock? My online business machine paid for it. There's nothing like this on the internet anywhere. Now listen, very few people get to this program, but if you do, relax, because you're set for life.
Thanks, Joey. Joey's right. If you're seeing this video, you have a rare opportunity. In fact, pardon my French, but you're one of the luckiest SOBs on God's green earth. Because if you hit this page, you have been selected out of literally hundreds of thousands of people to join me in exploiting an opportunity worth over $500 million that's raining cash like this. This is an opportunity that isn't available to the public. It isn't even available to the gurus. The gurus never helped me when I was coming up, so why should I help them is what I figure. It's the most private program that I know of, and it's going to stay that way. That's why we have all new recruits sign an NDA to ensure this opportunity stays between us. There is an elite internet marketing that no one has told you about before. Call it a private club, call it a secret society, call it whatever you want, but the members have access to the secret of over $10,000 a day. These members have the secret to becoming a millionaire. And the key is simple. Real products, ethical products, with high satisfaction rates that pay a commission anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 at a time, along with a system that helps you sell them every single day. Nobody can sell these products except for the members of the club. Nobody is trained in how to sell these products except for the members of the club. And definitely nobody has access to the 6 simple steps, the exact steps that have personally made me a millionaire 6 times over. The system I'm about to share with you is completely safe. It's internet-based, and there's no way you can possibly lose money. In fact, you're guaranteed to make money, as you will see. At the same time, it's completely legal, and it's completely moral and ethical too. I sleep like a baby every single night with a smile on my face, knowing I've made a positive difference in people's lives today. There are a lot of programs out there that really help people, but what I love most about this opportunity is that it's totally untapped. It's an opportunity only 300 to 500 people know about, and a select few of you have been accepted into this elite members-only program, which I call my online business machine. You are about to get first dibs on all this cash being generated right now. Here's how it works, and it's really quite simple. You are going to be working closely with an upstanding, publicly funded company that pays out anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a pop just for sending them even small amounts of traffic. You'll understand why they do that in just a minute. All I'm going to do is provide you with a free traffic source I use, a traffic source that you can turn on at will, and traffic that converts into high-end buyers effortlessly. So the traffic comes in, the commissions of up to $10,000 comes out. It's that simple. You turn on the traffic, you point the traffic, you make money from the traffic. I've already made $6.5 million with this company. Yes, I said $6.5 million because I have access to unlimited amounts of this free traffic. I never work more than an hour each day, and most of the time I spent just keeping track of all the money. I don't like to brag, but I find it funny that I'm not a guru, but I make more than 10 of them combined and work less than them too. So why would I do what I'm doing right now? Why would I share this with anyone? Well, first off, I'm not sharing it with anyone. I'm sharing it with you. And you've been pre-qualified and vetted. A close personal friend of mine has referred you. That person has looked at your history and decided that we'd be a fit. So consider this a virtual handshake for you, my newest partner, and allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matt Starr. I'm from Newcastle, Pennsylvania, and I currently live in San Diego with my gorgeous wife, Melissa. And wish me congratulations, because we just had our first baby. Or should I say, babies. Melissa gave birth to these little dumplings, Caleb and Joshua, on Cinco de Mayo, 2 minutes apart. And my Melissa doesn't believe in getting an ultrasound, so Joshua was a complete shocker. More importantly to you, I've been making money online since 2011, and I cleared $22.5 million in 2013. Let's have a look at what I've earned in just the past week. I live here in the lap of luxury now on the beautiful coast of Pacific Beach here in sunny San Diego. And I've now trained 170 students, and 98 of them are already millionaires, and the rest of them are on pace to becoming millionaires by the end of this year. And to know I've had that kind of drastic impact on that many people's lives makes me feel incredible. I don't know what I did to deserve the life that I'm living now, and I sometimes still can't believe it's real considering where I came from. They say you need to go through hell before you can get to heaven. Well, that's pretty much the story of my life, because a few short years ago, things were pretty different. From 2008 to 2010, I was driving a taxi to keep my body and soul together. And as you probably know, cab drivers get less respect from their passengers than a rotten tomato. I was depressed. I had a string of bad luck that would make a black cat get the heebie-jeebies. First off, Melissa and I were on the brink of divorce. We fought about money constantly. Who was responsible for the $35,000 in credit card debt we had racked up? The truth is, looking back, it was no one's fault. We simply didn't have the money to go around. There were weeks when we had to decide if we were gonna fill up the tank or get through the grocery store line. And oh, did we bounce checks. I can still remember our account was overdrawn at one point for $1,500 for 5 weeks. We were about to go into check systems, which, if you don't know, can block you from opening any bank account for up to 7 years. Then, things went from bad to worse. While I was swinging my boys at the park, I got a call from my bank, and they start reading off a laundry list of suspicious charges. Turns out it wasn't just my bank account that had been compromised. My identity had been stolen. It took me 6 months just to begin to undo the damage. I'm still dealing with it. Then, when things couldn't get any worse, a tractor trailer jackknifed about 1,000 yards in front of my cab on the highway. I slammed on my brakes, spun, and hit the divider. The airbag saved my life, but my cab was totaled. The cab was my only source of income. Weird thing about that whole incident was I wasn't even scared when it was happening. Dying actually seemed preferable to the life I was living. I still can remember the feeling of utter dejection when I had to break the news about what had happened to Melissa. I felt like a world-class failure. I had no doubt that she would leave me this time. If you would have told me that I'd be living here, I probably would have punched you in the jewels for being so cruel. But it happened. I really do live here. Melissa and I are together and couldn't be happier. She has a credit card with no limit. I have a credit card with no limit. We collect miles galore, which we use to travel the world, and we pay it off on auto pay every first of the month from our checking account. She drives this. I drive this. In the summer, we live here. We also own this, and this, and this, and this, and this as investment properties, all paid for with money made directly from the internet. And here's the big secret you better not tell anybody. I suck at internet marketing. Yes, I said it. I suck at internet marketing. But no skill in the world can match up to being at the right place at the right time. And that's exactly what happened to me. And that's exactly what's happening to you. Being at the right place at the right time is everything. Think about it. Instagram isn't a very complicated piece of software. Neither is Twitter. Neither was Tumblr. But that didn't stop these companies from selling for a combined $5.8 billion. The key is every one of these websites was at the right place at the right time. People wanted a way to communicate faster and to connect more easily in short form and with images, and they were the first to allow people to do that. Well, I was the first to find this. There isn't a guru in the landscape that has any clue about what you're about to know. Why am I sharing it with you? Well, I'd love to tell you that I'm a male version of Mother Teresa and that I just love helping people, but I can't. I have a profit motive, a big one. See, I've made tens of millions of dollars, but I want to crack through a new ceiling. I've set a goal for myself. I want to make $50 million next year, and what I've figured out is the only way I can do that is by partnering with others. I've run the numbers and found that a nice group of 70 teammates can get me there. We profit together. For every dollar you make, I make a nickel. You won't ever need to write me a check, though. It'll all happen automatically. Whatever you earn will be deducted by 5%. You'll be making so much it'll be pennies to you. But for me, with 70 partners, the pennies add up, and you're going to be really happy to give me my cut because of what you get in exchange. Since your profit is also my profit, I'm going to be giving you so much help and hand-holding it's ridiculous. You won't need to pay extra for this support because your profits will pay for it. At the end of the day, you're still making commissions of $1,000 to $10,000 per sale. I'll help you, you help me, you get rich, I get richer. Sound good? I thought so. I must warn you though, when I said only 70 get in, I meant it. Only 70 get in. The company will only allow a certain amount of recruits per year. So we'll be letting in 70 during this launch, which will last 24 hours. And then we plan to relaunch 6 months later. But I'm warning you, in 6 months, the competition for these slots will be way more fierce than they are right now. So odds are good that this is the last and only time you will ever see this page. You can take that to the bank. My students are making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month, and all you need to do is follow my instructions and you'll be one of them. Some people still can't understand how this works, even when they do it themselves, so I'll try to clear it up. As new as all this may seem to you, it's actually an application of a very old rule, the 80-20 rule. As you probably know, in life, 80% of your results will come from 20% of your actions. The key in life is to know where that 20% is and stay focused there. In other words, to know how to use your time wisely. So here's what you need to understand why I make so much more money than the rest and with a fraction of the effort. If you just look around you, you'll find that most people online are all trying to do the same thing. They are trying to make a buck selling an ebook, a video course, or maybe a trinket from Amazon that's worth $20 to $100. If they're lucky, the product owner will pay out $35 to you, the promoter. Here's what that means. It means you'd have to sell 150 of these products every single day to become a millionaire. I don't know about you, but selling 150 of anything every single day seems like a lot of work, and it just doesn't seem realistic or practical. It would take a huge amount of traffic, around 15,000 visitors, to even get close to selling that amount of product. Well, this is where most people stay stuck, never able to break through to the ranks of the millionaire, and it's sad, really. So here's a silly question. Why market to 15,000 people who can each pay you $35 when you could market to 50 people who can each pay you up to $10,000? What if all your marketing was focused on just a few people that you knew for a fact could afford between $2,000 and $20,000 worth of products and services? And you knew exactly what those products and services were, and the owner of that product was willing to pay you half of it, namely anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 over and over again from bringing them those people. How easy would it be to become a millionaire that way? I'll tell you how easy. You would only need to sell one product every few days, just one product. And since you're marketing only to those people who can afford a high-end product, you may only need to drive 50 visitors every few days. Think you can handle that? Newsflash, you can. Second newsflash, you don't even need to know that you can, because I'm gonna do it all for you. In summary, what we are saying is this. Instead of playing with small fish in a big pond, you're going to be playing with massive fish in a tiny pond. Instead of doing the hard work, you're going to be letting them do the work. You're going to be working with a company with far more infrastructure than you could ever dream of having. They know how to sell extremely expensive services and products and services you could never create on your own. And they know how to keep their customers happy as clams when they buy in. All you need to do is pump a few visitors through the pipeline, and this company is more than happy to pay out commissions as high as $10,000. Fill the pipeline with 50 new visitors every day, and here's what happens. And now you know how to become a millionaire. I wish I could make it sound fancy and complicated, but it's really that simple. I point you to the rich people, you point the people to Company X. Company X spits out commissions of $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, and even $10,000. Why? Because Company X sells extremely expensive products, and they do it well. Let me show you a graph of the kind of income you can make with this system. Let's be conservative. Assuming you make just one $10,000 sale every 3 days. By day 15, you would have $50,000. By day 30, you would have $100,000, which means by the end of the year, your income would be at $1.2 million. This is a conservative estimate. You can do much better than this with a little determination. Once you cross the 7-figure mark, well then you choose what you want to do next. If you want to party, party. If you want to rebuild wells in Africa, rebuild wells in Africa. I leave that up to you. The point is, with my online business machine, the world opens up to you. A world of possibility and a world of practically unlimited amounts of money. And now you're going to see just how serious I am about your success. Here's what I'm doing. To make 100% certain that you will succeed with my online business machine, I've dug deep into my pocket and hired you, your very own millionaire mentor, to get on the phone with you and walk you through the simple steps of the system. That's right, a mentor just for you that has made millions with this very system, to educate you, to keep you on track, and to hold your hand until you're a millionaire and beyond. He or she will motivate you to go beyond what you thought is possible. And sometimes we need that little extra push to become a millionaire. These mentors are millionaires themselves, and they've been instructing millionaires for over a year now. They know exactly what to do. You're in really good hands. But that ain't all. I'm so committed to your success that I will not only assign you a mentor, I will assign you my personal sales team who will be working on your behalf 24/7 to make you more and more money. What will the sales team do? Two words, cold calling. Everyone knows there's a fortune to be made in cold calling, and even more to be made getting on the phone with wealthy people. But everyone also knows that everyone hates cold calling. But what if you could get all these profits of cold calling without doing any of the calling yourself? How much money could you make? Well, funny you should ask, because that's what I'm going to do for you right now. My personal sales team is now your personal sales team. This staff will do the grunt work for you. They will make phone calls for you to sell even more and more expensive products, with nearly all the profits going directly into your bank account. Now, I say nearly all of the profits because the phone salesman will get 1/6 of the sales they produce. But hey, it's free money to you with no extra work, so I'm pretty sure you don't mind. In fact, here's what one of our new students' accounts looks like thanks to the Done For You cold calling service. Why would I do this? I'm not crazy. I know that when you succeed, I succeed more. So for me, it's just smart business. As if this weren't enough, there's a little perk to this program that I didn't tell you about. For the next 6 months, for anyone who joins and makes just 5 sales per month, will get, wait for it, a brand new Mercedes-Benz. Yep, this is better than The Price is Right, because there's no guessing. You just click away and the new Mercedes is yours. Let's take a look at some of the recent winners of the Mercedes. And as you watch this reel, I want you to imagine yourself in your own Mercedes-Benz. Even pick out your favorite make and model, because in a few short weeks, this will be you. My online business machine made that possible. And the day you get a hold of my online business machine is the last day you ever have to worry about, well, anything, because you will never again need to own your own products. You will never need to deal with customers, returns, or merchant accounts. All the grunt work, all the boring stuff, all the tediousness, it's all over and it's never coming back. As you can plainly see, there is no other program like this in the world. Just look at what it's doing right now. This is your big break, your moment to shine. A life of wealth and luxury beyond your wildest dreams is dangling right in front of you. And it starts with the turn of a key on your first Mercedes-Benz. First of many. Get excited. Tell your friends, because if you're not excited by this, what will you get excited about? Just look at all you're getting. The simple 6-step training with your own millionaire mentor to walk you through each step on the phone with you. The Done For You sales team, a brand new Mercedes-Benz. You, in effect, are rich already. We're just waiting for you to cash the check. But will you cash that check? Before you can answer that, you need to ask yourself a serious question. Who do you really want to be? How do you really want to live? Wouldn't you like to swap that Mazda for a Tesla? Wouldn't you like to swap that $100,000 house for $1 million house? Imagine picking up a pen, writing out a check, and paying off your 30-year mortgage in one fell swoop. Really, imagine it. Can you feel that stress just falling off your shoulders? Can you feel the relief of knowing you're finally financially secure? What would you give to live like that? Is there any price you can put on it? How about $10,000? Wouldn't $10,000 be worth it for a 6-step system that can generate you commissions of anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 each time? Sure it would, because you keep generating those 4- and 5-figure commissions over and over again for life. But what if I told you you don't have to pay $10,000? What if I told you you didn't even have to pay $5,000? Well, you lucked out, because access to this company will only cost you $1,000. So without me getting paid anything at all, $1,000 is what this really costs. But hang on, don't leave just yet, because there's a twist to this that's going to make it a lot easier for you to get in. A lot easier. See, I know that when you're armed with my easy 6-step strategy, you're going to make me a lot more than $1,000. So what I'm doing is I'm taking money out of my own personal pocket and covering your entrance fee. And you're going to pay me back over time with the money you make. What this means is I've made your entrance into my online business machine program absolutely free. Yes, free. Why would I do that? 3 reasons. Number 1, because I believe in you. Number 2, I believe in the system, and number 3, because I generally make back 20 times my investment in the first 30 days. Is that good enough for you? But as much as I want to make it completely free, I do want to make sure you're serious. I've noticed that people who get something for free, they don't value it. They don't follow through. So, to ensure I don't get a bunch of floaters in here, I will charge you the amount that you get charged for any typical Guru product. Not more, not less. Just $49 is all it'll take for you to get the ability to make commissions of up to $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, and even $10,000 anytime you want, anywhere you want. I think you'd agree that's a fair shake. Now, I know something about you. I know that as soon as I told you you would have to pay something for this, your stomach turned a little. You said to yourself, what if it doesn't work for me? I don't really like shelling out money for things that might not work. But here's what I say to that. I say we're backing up your purchase with a guarantee so powerful you could never possibly lose a dime. In fact, you're guaranteed to make money, a lot of money. The guarantee is this: you either make money, lots of money, or I pay you $500 out of my own pocket. That's right, I guarantee you will make money with this system in your first month, or I pay you $500. That means you're sitting pretty. You already know you're going to make money with this system, or I pay you $500. Those are your only 2 options. And I think you know what we call that in the industry. It's called a no-brainer. It's called you just won the money-making lottery and you don't know it yet. Just think, even if you just made $5,000 one time, you'd be getting a 10,000% return on your investment. So, are you a smart investor or a dumb one? You tell me. You know, a woman called me up crying the other day. She had been 4 months behind on her mortgage, but her house was recently saved thanks to my online business machine. I got another email from a guy whose car was about to be repossessed by a leasing company. He's now paid back everything he owed thanks to my online business machine. I don't know your situation, but ask yourself, what kind of difference would an extra $10,000 make in your life? How different would you feel if you had this sitting in your bank account? What kind of confidence would you feel if you had the knowledge to generate 4- and 5-figure commissions anytime you wanted? The opportunity here is breathtaking. The way your life can change is unimaginable. So the way I see it, you only have 2 options right now. You can move fast or fail hard. It's up to you. There's an order button below. Hover your mouse over that button, click that button, fill out the form on the next page, and let the money-making begin. Delay this and you'll lose this opportunity forever. And trust me, you don't want to do that. It would be a crime to miss out on this. And not just a crime to you, but a crime to the little boy or girl you used to be. Remember when you were at that age? The freedom you felt? The freedom you thought you'd always have? The dreams that had no limits? This is a chance to get back there. This is a chance to get back to who you really are. You are probably looking at one of the most important decisions of your life. This can be a new beginning for you, or it can be a dead end. Your next move decides. Keep those dreams alive. They're your dreams. No boss should be able to wrench them from you. No bill collector should be allowed to stomp on them. When they take those dreams, they take part of your soul. Ask yourself, do I really want to spend the next 40 years racking my brains trying to balance a budget? Doesn't it get old? Doesn't it feel like there has to be a better way? There is. Hit the button below, fill out the form on the next page, and let the good side of your life begin. Once I heard a comedian say, they say money doesn't buy you happiness, but it does buy you a wave runner, and I've never seen someone sad on a wave runner. It's a funny joke, but he has a point. This isn't just about money, is it? It's about freedom. Freedom to buy what you want to buy, live where you want to live, and be who you want to be. Just imagine walking into a random open house and just buy the house. You go to check it out, you whip out a checkbook, and you buy it. Imagine the freedom of being able to say yes to everything the waiter offers. Imagine the freedom to be as lazy as you want to be. Why not? Hit the button, fill out the form, and see what it's like. There are only a few reasons people don't order this system. The biggest problem we have, guilt. guilt about making money this easily. Then there's those that have fear of failure. And then there's those who have uncertainty about what money like this will bring. So let me just tell you, you're not alone. All of our students deal with these same emotions. But let me just show you what happens when they get over those fears.
Hi, I'm Matt Simpson, and I had no idea what this whole system was about at the start, and I was pretty intimidated. But I am so glad that I took the plunge and just jumped right in, because now I've made $120,000 in the last 2 months. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with it.
Hi, my name is Lauren Callahan. I was a little weirded out about making this much money for doing so little work, but I'm really glad I did it. I mean, I've made $630,000. I'm on track to becoming a millionaire. I've given thousands to orphans. I've remodeled my church. Never expected this to happen to me, but I'm so glad it did.
Folks, whatever you're feeling, whatever your doubts, it's worth it. The button below unlocks a life you can't imagine. It's your doorway to paradise. Doesn't it make sense to at least take a peek? Who knows what might happen? Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. If you give it a try, you will be $500 richer. And if you don't give it a try, you'll stay exactly where you are. Now you tell me, what's the better move? Hit the button. You're holding yourself back. I can tell, because you're still here when you should be in there getting on your first call with your millionaire mentor. What is it? Is it the fear that it won't work out? I've guaranteed that it will work out. Is it the fear of not knowing what to do with all that money? That's what financial planners are for. Is it the price? Folks, the price is free. This pays for itself or you don't pay, remember? And I should remind you, there's somebody else out there watching this video at the same time as you. And I don't know how many slots we have left at this time, but I know it isn't many. That other guy isn't afraid of success. That other guy cares for his family. That other guy will click the button and take your slot. And then what? Then you're locked out forever. Then you just missed out on the chance to live the life of a millionaire because you decided to hesitate. It's just not worth it. The opportunity is too big for you to miss. There never has been and there never will be a system that makes this much money this fast. It just doesn't exist. Hit the button and I'll be waiting for you on the next page to start the money making immediately.